Welcome back to the Without Method random whatever the hell this show is. My name's Nick Brengle, and on today's episode, we're talking about not so much a piece of something, but a memory, a story, and something that is near and dear to my heart. Thought I heard somebody talking. Can we all just shut the fuck up in here, please? We're not live, but how many times do I want to do this? I don't. So I am going to share. Fuck. Let me show you something. Am I funny to you like a clown? What is this? Okay, so today I want to talk about this incredible night where I got to meet Jimmy Fallon on my anniversary trip almost 7 years ago in New York City. So we find out we get tickets to the actual taping of the show at 30 Rock, and we get there after flying in just a few hours before, grabbing slices of pizza and rushing to get there on time because the taping happens at 4 or 5 o'clock, and of course the show airs at 11:30 at night. So we get there, you go in, you show your credentials. They take you up to whatever floor it is, and they tell you cannot use your phone, you can't take pictures, anything like that. They took it very seriously. So then they take you up, further up to wherever the studio is. So as you're entering the studio, someone is there because you don't know where you're going to sit. And as we enter into the studio, this really nice woman points to another person who's down in one of the aisles, and they say, go follow them. So we go down about 10-15 steps, and then they take us all the way down to the floor of the stage, all the way front row, and tell us that these are our seats. And then Ariel, my wife, she thinks I did something. I have no idea how we got those seats, but maybe it was just, somewhere in this range, probably my wife. But anyway, so we got to be front row for Jimmy Fallon, and I believe the guests were Pink and J.J. Abrams and the Flaming Lips were performing. So it was a decent show. It was really exciting. But then at the very end of the show, so we leave the Tonight Show. We are riding this high of, high-fiving Jimmy Fallon and having these great seats to this, historic television show, The Tonight Show, and it was really exciting. So we leave there, and we had about, I think it was 30 or 40 minutes to get to our dinner reservations that I had made months in advance to the oldest steakhouse in New York City called Keen's. And so we walk, I forgot the distance, 10, 15, 20 blocks. I have no idea. We walk to the steakhouse, and, they sit us down. It's super old-fashioned. There are these pipes hanging all over the ceiling. A lot of famous people over the years and theater producers and writers would eat there, and it's very historic. It's really little. The ceiling is low. It's a really cool atmosphere, and if you like steak, then we're sitting in Keen's, eating our amazing meal, kind of our anniversary meal, and we're still riding that high off of the Tonight Show. And we're sitting on the same side of this really little booth, and I look up to the back of what I think is the back of the restaurant, really narrow, and I see Jimmy Fallon walking towards us. And I am not as thrown off by famous people or sports figures or anything like that. I just kind of treat them and see them as normal people. So I just kind of wave, and we make this weird eye contact, and he waves, and he immediately comes over to our table, and I look over, and Ariel's already hysterical, and we just have a brief conversation with him about the Tonight Show and our wedding anniversary, and we're having a great time and just thanking him for stopping by. And then he proceeds to ask for my wife's phone that was on the table. He said, give me your phone, and the rest is history. He took this really fun selfie, and then he just disappeared into the night. So pretty incredible. And that was the very first few hours that we were in New York City. So after that, I mean, I don't know how you could top it. We went to the 9/11 Museum and the grounds there. We went up to the new One World Trade Center. We ate at this famous Irish restaurant that is directly across from Ground Zero, and got to hear some really powerful stories, and went over to Brooklyn and had pizza at Giuliani's, and got to walk across the concrete at the famous Rucker Park in Harlem, and anyways, reliving that trip. It was short and sweet. Oh, I got to see Al Pacino on Broadway, which wasn't that great, but he was great, so it didn't matter. And without method. See, we just ramble on, and this was just about Jimmy Fallon. Who knows how long this video is, but if you liked it, hit the subscribe button. There's all kinds of interesting content on this channel. I'm not even sure what's coming out next. Without method, ambiance, color grading, I don't know. And also, this series is sponsored by motionvfx. They provide templates, titles, plugins for Final Cut, Resolve, you name it. They have some high quality, really, really nice stuff that you can use. So check out all the links below to everything that I'm talking about. And I hope this was just kind of a fun it was cool. All these friggin' lights though, huh? We saw Jimmy Fallon. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Hope we're in focus. F4 still, okay. Okay,